QUINCAMPOIX, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, with their brand new song Holic. We are about to check it out. This is a band who I've actually really enjoyed ever since I think the first song I heard by them was one called Friday, which was it was the most lo-fi thing ever, but it was full of these really creative ideas. The whole sound, the whole way it was put together just reminded me of the kind of sense of wild joy you get when you first start playing music and you put together like a sort of a punky, grungy band, but you're not just sort of there slamming guitars, you're thinking of creative ideas. It was catchy, it was creative, it was fun. So now they're with this new song Holic. I absolutely have to check this out. Now, it's worth pointing out that QUINCAMPOIX, bless them, they still only have 439 subscribers, so definitely one to go subscribe to. Well, if you enjoyed this song, which I really hope you do, I am going to be checking this out with my fingers crossed to enjoy it as well, because yeah, as mentioned, this is a band who, when I heard them before, well, I need a bit more light in here. There we go. When I heard them, I just suddenly realised it's really dark in here. When I first heard them, they really sort of captured me, so I'm just really hoping to get an expansion upon that excitement here with this new song, Holic. Anyway, still early days for this band, so let's be supportive and let's go. Oh, I'm getting a bit of a Britpop vibe right off the bat. That is a cool guitar line. Oh, credit to the bassist for leading. Another nice vocal harmony as well. It's already standing nice and crispy. Sound is really nice again. But what are we going to build up to? Ooh. Love that chord pattern. Ooh. Yeah, I'm liking this. The interplay between the vocalists again is brilliant. Oh, nice! And switching up on the hats as well. That's cool. Such a simple technique. This is really good. It's that grungy vibe, but the melody, the layers, the ideas. And it's making me hungry as well, because I want pizza now. Are we going full bridge? No, we're not. This is how it plays out. Wow, it's concise as well. 2 choruses and out. Yeah, hold that distortion. Wow, that is a concise song. Once again, I remember they did this in the last video. They put up the names of the members, so I'm going to leave them up there. I always like to leave the credits on screen. I'm going to be honest with you. When I came into this song thinking, you know, I liked them the first time. They got clever ideas. I was just hoping for something nice and catchy and simple. This was a This was definitely a growth upon Friday. I mean, Friday is just a fun song, full of ideas, but it's basically just sort of a fun, punky sort of romp. This really takes everything and expands upon it. I mean, I don't know. When I hear a song like this, I sometimes wonder whether to most people, does this just sound like a simple grunge song? Are you kind of hearing, maybe, I'd love to know, are you hearing all the things that I'm hearing in here? Because there's so many clever ideas. I mean, first of all, the way that the vocals pass between the individual members, I think that's brilliant. You know, one singer, another singer, then, you know, the singers like harmonizing together, that constant bouncing, so much more interesting than just having one person sing all the time. If you can pull that off with a group and you can pull it off well, love that. Their voices are complementary, works really well. Right in the beginning, in that first verse, hey, you notice the guitar is just sort of like holding the chord and the bass is leading. If you listen to what the bass is doing, yeah, the bass is doing much more melody than even the vocals. The bass is simple, but it's leading everything along. And then the guitars kind of hold down a chord pattern, and the vocals doing this sort of very simple sing-along melody that you can sing with. Yeah, it's really cool how it does that. So it's a very, immediately you've got this song which is starting in a very simple way, but you've already got three very distinct layers that are pulling you in and giving you a lot to listen to. You know, those counter melodies, those ways that different things happen, different things on top of each other is basically what makes music interesting. It's what makes music re-listenable. And so I love that it starts like that, because this part of the song sounds super simple. But there's already enough going on in even the calmest part of the song to get you interested. And even there, they're passing between the two singers, which is just such a cool idea. And then when you get into the chorus, obviously, you think, oh, it's just going to be loud. But here, what had started off in the verse is sort of like, dun, 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 basically three chords. Here, now suddenly you've got like an 8-chord progression. So you've gone from a 3-chord progression in the verse to an 8-chord progression in the chorus, which, you know, just means that it suddenly sounds, it's developed in another way, but also they've loudened up the guitars. Obviously, it's a bit more strummy at that point. So just, well, actually the drums are mainly sort of kicking in. And then in the second verse, I love that little bit where just the hi-hats out of nowhere suddenly start double timing. That's such a simple technique, and yet it just suddenly sort of adds this extra urgency and pace to the song. I feel like every single member is pulling their weight. Everyone is doing something cool, and the result is a song where every single member's pulling their weight in such simple ways, just adding like the right little clever ideas. Both vocalists on point. The bass is adding something interesting. The guitars are adding this sort of nice thick layering, which really sort of puffs out the song, but without overcomplicating it. And the drummer, simple drum, like just thinking about the right things at the right time. I think this is really cool. I really enjoyed this. I would definitely come back to listen to this. Yes, it has definitely got an old school vibe. It is reminding me of like sort of Britpop and Britrock from when I grew up in the 90s. But yeah, I was very young, but needless to say, I did grow up in the 90s. And yeah, it reminds me a lot of that era. This is just so cool. I really enjoyed this. I'm really excited about hearing more of this band. I haven't seen them live yet. I had a couple of opportunities, but just, life, difficult things, usual problems, stuff getting in the way. It's been really difficult to actually grab a show and see them live, but I desperately want to see these guys live. Just again, superb song. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I'm really excited about this band. I'm going to be watching them closely. I hope you keep on watching them closely with me too. Drop them a like and a subscribe and all of that goodness. There's your credits as well. Give the credits a good look over. They got a shop. They got all this stuff going on. They got their socials, which you actually should follow. Their socials are kind of fun as well. Yeah, follow up on them. Brilliant group. There we go. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one, at least for now, enjoy and ciao, ciao.